Hi, everybody. I'm hoping this works the way that I want it to work because it's just when I get used to whatever the hell they've done. It's just an odd setup. It took me forever to get on. Like, oh, okay, I can see the comments over here, but how come I can't get on there? There we go. Yeah, here we are. Finally made it between the kids, and then of course they changed the way that you go live. And before you used to have the option of going to like the face of my business page, and I could click live and I could kind of go around it. Now I couldn't. So it took me a minute to figure out how to turn this camera on and do a bunch of other stuff. So here we are. I'm going to just kind of cleanse the room a bit. Normally I would do that before I got online, but I was like, I just want to get that button and make sure that we got here. Hi, everybody. All right, and as I do this, I'll go over basically how we're going to do this, all right, or at least how we're going to attempt to do this, all right? So the purpose of this live is to give people who have a missing persons case close to their heart a chance to be looked into, cases that aren't as much in the public eye, let's say, okay? And I can do as many as we can reasonably get to, because my thought process is I would love to make sure that everybody got the answers they're looking for, but at what point does it qualify for that, if that makes sense? All right, so anyway, and I'll do it the same way as when I do readings and things, whom I'm drawn to, and if need be, we can do the whole message me your phone number on my business page, and we can do it by phone. It also helps for some reason with missing persons cases, at least for me, to have a photo of the person who's missing, okay? So don't mind me while I do the room here. And I think this is a good idea, and that we could do this on a regular basis and get a lot of messages and answers to people who normally wouldn't have a chance to do so. And I love doing it. So this is where we're at, people. On my phone. All right, and I do have the house phone. It's real smoky, so I think I don't think I'm finished yet. That's what I want to say. Give me a minute. All right, so let's get this party started and see where we're at with this. So also understand that this is a public venue. Well, it's a public post. So people are going to hear, the things and maybe personal things about loved ones. So I just want everyone to understand that. It's a little difficult to conceal certain things, okay? So bear with me. All right, so here we go. Where are we at? Woo! Aren't you guys excited? I am. I'm tired, but I'm excited. So let's see where we're at. This weird thing. I don't know why they keep changing everything. Hi, hello. All right, hello. So this is the thing, missing persons cases that are close to your heart, okay? I will, I may jump on a couple of the public cases that I have not heard anything about or looked into just because we're here, and why not? All right. But I'll call out for that. But my main purpose is to get answers to those that normally wouldn't get any. All right. Because it seems like a lot of the cases that are in the public eye get a lot of attention. And it's not really about the attention, but I mean, they want to also feel that their loved ones are important too. And I think that's important to highlight. All right, let's see where we're at. I see a lot of hellos. Hey, everybody. All right, let's see. Hi. Okay, so let me just clarify about missing persons cases. In this case, would pretty much be, well, I'm thinking, in other words, missing persons cases in this case would be the person hasn't been found, but it also could be cold cases as well. Getting answers in that respect, okay? So that's what this live event is about, strictly. So I will not be answering any questions about deaths that are that do not fall under those headings, or any other personal type questions. But I will answer questions related to, you know, missing persons cases as a subject and how things may work, or how things happen. Okay? All right. Let's get it. I'm actually trying to go to bed at a decent hour. We know it's not going to happen. Oh, I'm going crazy with Jane. Brienne. Oh my God. I love that kid so much, but holy cannoli. She goes all day and she goes hard. All right. Listen, let me clarify one more time. So what I want to start off doing is missing persons cases that are close to somebody's heart that are not in the public eye. Because I saw, and you know what? I don't really think the second one is. I see Serenity Denard. Chance Engelbert. I'm pretty sure that I've read that case, but privately already. So those are things I'm thinking about doing videos for separately, because I've already put in that work. Yeah, she is. So, Roxanne, that's so funny. You know what, Roxanne? This makes more sense than you have any idea, because on and off, now I get it. On and off, since maybe about, no, maybe not, but maybe right after, because I was so involved again with the Gannon case mentally, I kept hearing that song, Roxanne, and it actually came through in a couple of readings and they couldn't take it. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to put that in my back pocket. But I'd hear it, and I've heard it on and off. That's funny. Anyway, so I get it. The call was made, and it's about to be answered. Okay, so hold on. You guys, slow your roll. So Roxanne, I know I've seen that photo. So give me a minute, because I'm going to start off with Roxanne. Melissa Lee. Melissa Lee, you said your cousin has been missing, right? Slow down, you guys. So how do I Melissa Leo, your cousin's been missing 4 years. Do you have a photo by chance? If you do, I don't think you guys can post photos in the feed here, but message it, to my business page, okay? Because I'm going to start on Roxanne's uncle. I'm freaking starving now that I think about it. Those 2 pieces of pizza didn't do nothing. If I had my way, we'd all sit around like we were at home at the kitchen table, eating snacks, and I'd read like that, drink coffee, eat chocolate. But it's a bit annoying on video. Anyway, let me get into my messenger. Oh, it's 10:33. And we know what direction we're going in. So, come on. And so we'll start off with Roxanne, and you guys will see, especially, you know, do I have it in here? All right. This is what I do sometimes. Okay? Just so you know it's real. because I did have somebody say one time on my video, I think it was the Evelyn video, that no real psychic, I think I said this before, but this is, I'm about to show you my thought process during that comment. No real psychic looks at news stories or reads things about cases prior, blah, blah, blah. Well, what this biddy didn't know is that I already had looked into it on the fly when somebody commented on Gannon's video. And then I screenshot it and put it on the business page. Anywho, these are things I do. Now this here, I know you guys probably can't see it. Maybe a little bit of it. Okay, and you know what this is? This is cardstock for business cards. So I'll grab whatever I can find, okay, and I'll just write. This is all about Laurie Bello and Tylee and JJ, okay? This in pink and blue and certain things like this is Kyron Harmon, okay? And these are all like my intros to those cases type thing. Do I have more? I think I have some too. I mean, I don't know. I think I put them somewhere. But you see what I'm saying? So it's not without merit. You know, when I do a video, I'm trying to be more concise as I go along and get as much information to you and in an efficient amount of time so that we can get some work done here and everybody's not like getting bored, lollygagging, you know what I mean? And just burning rubber type thing. Anywho, okay, listen, let me get this photo and get on it. It's Melissa Leo. Do you have a photo of your cousin? So I can put it on deck and then I'll stop that. All right. Okay. His name and his birthday again? No, and you guys ask me this a lot. People are like, do you need my name? My zodiac sign? No, in general, that's the answer is no. But in these cases, we are here for a very specific reason. It's not like mediumship where I open everything up and you know, I kind of feel out the energy and put things where it goes, and we get to speak with pretty much whom you came for the most part to talk to. But I like to open it up that way because that part is it's building the faith that you may not know what it is or how it's done, but it's the truth. And that's done by building, I think I said this in reading, by essentially building like, you know, a brick house, this solid foundation of a building that nobody can break the walls down to, so that they understand, or they you guys, I'm pretty tired, so sorry. They can't destroy that connection that they can actually feel once they have a reading with evidentiary mediumship. If that makes sense. All right. Oh, and another thing I wanted to bring up. You guys, you know what I noticed? And it was from the Gannon case. That when I went back and looked at the first video I did, my energy was insane. I looked at it like, oh my God, like, who is this? I was like, they definitely think I have more personalities than like Sybil and all her sisters, because it was insane. And now that we've come this far with that case, it makes so much sense. My energy, I was picking up on her energy. So it was just frantic and like, oh, manic. Ugh, it's crazy. But what reminded me of that was sometimes when I am doing this type of thing, it can happen as well. Let's say, right. And this is the way I do things when it comes to research and missing cases. I don't instantly go look it up. This is what I like to do. I like to go at it like a virgin. You know what I mean? Like, what's coming out of this mouth is fresh. You know what I mean? And off the top of the dome. And I do it that way. And then when I feel like there's enough basis or enough material for me to build upon, that solid structure foundation, then I will be in groups and participate and read news stories, because I'm not only a psychic medium and a clairvoyant, I'm also an empath. So when I read a news story or I'm watching a news clip, I can feel my way around things. And I can also feel how likely it is that something is truthful or not. And I can also feel intent, the motivation behind what people are doing. So it makes, it would make, it would be stupid for me not to employ that part of my ability as well in order to facilitate getting answers to loved ones about their cases. Sorry, my brain's going, because there's a lot on here, and it's a lot. All right. I'm making a mental note so I can have some sort of rubric here. All right, so I have her. Okay, Melissa Leo is going to send me a photo. So I just want to get, my energy a bit structured here. Which I'm a free spirit and just want to be everywhere at the same time. Anyway, all right, so Melissa Leo will be up. Melissa Leo will be up. Okay. All right, let's see. They put you guys, like, and I know you guys have done lives or whatever, and some of you have businesses. They switched the side of the comment stream. Like, how it scrolls up? It's usually on the right. Now it's on the left. Like, what are they trying to do? Is this the era of confusion? Like, it's like the stupid debit card thing. Oh, you gotta have a chip. Why? So it can ding differently at every damn place you go, so you feel like an asshole? You know what I mean? Excuse me, ma'am, take your card out. Well, I'm sorry. CVS, Walmart, Wendy's, they all do it differently. Let's see. Okay. Laurie, I'll look into Laurie Davis. Let me do this real quick, and then I'll get into my messenger. Okay, Laurie Davis. Amber Nicole Morrison. So I'm reading all this. Are you saying this is this girl? This is this mother's name? Yes? This is difficult to navigate through, so let me see if she's answering me. Oh, yeah, my glasses, Adrian. Word! That's the last thing I was supposed to grab, and I didn't. I'm going to go get it. So let me go grab them. Yeah, buddy. What? I forgot all about that. So I was just commenting, but I still have to. All right. Where is she? You guys, this is sorry, but all right. Laurie Hoffmeyer Davis. All right, wait, I can reply. I can message her. And then we can get but that's coming through strong. All right, cool. So now I can actually reply to them right on the feed. So I guess that's good. But I mean, could they really like put it on? They could put it on the right. Is what I'm saying. All right. You're welcome, Adrian. Let's say. Okay, cool. I kind of could get used to this as long as they don't change the shit again. Okay, so Lori, all right, give me a second. Let me go grab my freaking glasses before I end up with a damn headache. Right at the top, let's see. Shut up. All right. Back again. All right, let's see. Holy shit. It's like a whole new world. All right. Okay. Appointment request. I know it without even looking at it. So, thanks. They're cheap ones too. I'm gonna get used to this. I'm telling you. All right, cool. I can do that. All right, let me close that. Okay, and I don't know if it's been a while since I've read through the feed. Usually I'm calling you guys on the phone, and I may change over to that in future. But Laurie, I can't answer you guys here, so let me see. I'm replying to yourself. Okay. All right, let me ask. All right, Laurie. And I could only because I know you're here. So, I saw 2133. All right, so Laurie, was there? All right, you said that this mother was found. Was she strangled? And also, is there some connection to gasoline in the back and being in the back of a car or something like that? Because that's what I'm picking up. And I also feel like she told somebody that he would kill her. Like if she said, I told them, nobody would believe me. I said, one day he's going to take me. Oh, God. She said, he took me away from my babies. And now he's living. So he never got arrested? Okay, well, that's definitely what happened. That's so odd. Does he have somebody is the ex-husband have somebody who works in law enforcement or something? See, this is what I'm saying about public venues. This is why I like to keep everything private. But is there a law enforcement connection? Found in a stranger's RV. Okay. All right, you guys. Yeah, well, who's this? All right, you guys gotta chill. Hold on. She put in the back of what looks like a SUV though for a seat. It's difficult because these are unsolved and missing persons cases. So I got to change my focus from building a bridge, and if any of you have ever had a reading from me, you know what I mean. In other words, I'll say, like today, I was like, I'm seeing an owl. There's significance to an owl. I don't need to know. I do that. It's almost like a common courtesy for me. Because if you told me no, I'd be like, if I feel like I can't get out of it, I'm going to say, yep, write it down. All right. So that's that building the bridge. So in these cases, I need to just give you what I get. Yeah, that's what she's saying. He's living the life. I don't really like it at all, because this makes me feel like nothing's going to come of it. No, the stepmother did that interview, and the suitcase, I don't think, was in the moving van at that time. Mimi, I'm doing the less publicized missing persons cases that are close to people's hearts, as many as I can bang out. I get like this sometimes where I get like these chills. It's weird. Sometimes I'll go to bed and my body, it's just cold no matter what. Anyway, I don't like doing cases where I feel like there's an overwhelming feeling that the investment of my time, no matter how much I dedicate to it, isn't going to produce. It's highly unlikely that it will produce the results that that would balance out for me the situation, and that would be justice. And I think that in this case with her, that it's not going to happen. He will not be convicted of that murder. Ugh. It reminds me of O.J. Simpson. That's what it reminds me of, that O.J. Simpson case, seriously. And not all the, go getting away with murder, but I'm saying, man, just overbearing, it reminds me a lot of that. No, you didn't miss yours. It's just that it came up in the fly and the feed, and I'm trying to, give myself a little bit of structure here. So you are next. Yeah, I've heard about Dulce from Bridgeton, New Jersey, and I have not looked up anything on that case or seen anything across my viewpoint even. So I've been thinking about that. Do I feel that she will get away with it? Who? Letitia? Oh, Lord. Oh, Lordy, Lord. No. That's the short answer. No. Like 95% no. That's a high percentage. I would bet with that percentage. Anyway, so Roxanne's up. But yes, I heard about Dolce and I thought about that too. So let's see Roxanne. Come on, man. Roxanne. So I can see. Oh boy, there's a lot of messages. Wait a minute. Okay. Okay, Roxanne. Okay, there's a drug problem and an alcohol problem here, and he didn't have a place to live for a long time. I know this might sound, it sounds a bit insensitive. Not insensitive, but I have got to lay it straight, or because I don't. It's difficult to find a great way to digest any of this. I'm sorry, to translate any of it in a digestible fashion that feels, I don't know, respectful and I don't know, supportive, and it's just a difficult thing to do. So, give me a second. Have you guys consulted any of the John Does? I feel like they found his body, and I feel like it was not unidentifiable because of the way it was, but a little bit of that, but more so because lack of information. Okay. Yeah, you guys don't have a body, but I think they got a body. Okay. All right. Well, something about under a bridge. All right. And I can see the scene type thing, but I feel like he didn't have a place to live. And with under the bridge makes me feel, from my experiences, that there's an element of homelessness population type thing to it. And I think that he got stabbed and beaten, and I think that he died that way. That's what I think. Yes, you need to put DNA on file because I'm pretty sure they found him. Okay. And I'm here August, September, and the number 11. And he said the 16th. I heard that pretty distinct. Okay, so we'll leave you with that. I think the next step for you in this case is to get exactly what you already knew yourself. So only validating your own inner guidance, the DNA on file. That's your answer. Okay, Roxanne? Oh, you guys, I'm gonna take a second, like 10 minutes. All right. Freaking freezing. I hate when it does this. Usually it takes a while. In other words, you guys see how I take breaks. And then I'll be like, yes, we're going to do card pulls. We're going to do missing persons cases. We're going to do live readings. And then at the end of that, this happens. So I just feel like you guys got a lot of energy behind this missing person stuff, I think. I think it's a different type of connection, if that makes sense. Warm up. Warm up, warm up, warm up. The Bay Bridge. Oh, come on, man. That's the Bay Bridge in San Francisco. Okay. Melissa Leo, did you ever send me a photo? Oh, no, I can't do that. Wait, stay on this page. Shitsy. Oh, I'm sorry, Stephanie, to hear that. Give yourself time to grieve. When I feel that way, is it spirits with you? This is what it feels like energetically, and in my mind's eye, I see that it's like I light up like a firework type thing, okay, for so long that when it recedes, it has this effect on me. I can't explain it. You know, it's almost like when you're riding on that high of life because everything's just grand, because everything makes sense, you know, like, and then all of a sudden, you got to ground yourself in order to move on to the next thing you have to work on, and it does that. But usually it takes a while, man. If you feel it's like ice cubes. And then, like, in other words, as soon as I come back from this and I tune into the next one, here we go again. It's like it's like the healing energy to my body radiates, and then all of a sudden it like constricts again. That's the way it feels to me. Anyway, Melissa Leo, I don't see your photo. All right, hold on, I can't see. Someone told me that very quickly. Oh, really? It's a psychic rain? Oh, bitches, I am gonna look that one up. You know why? I think Freedom's name on his Xbox thing is Free Rain. And that's his, my stepson's middle name is Rain, which is the grandfather's name. I don't know, something like that. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But now I want that as an Xbox name, and I don't even play Xbox. Oh, 3330. Anyway, you guys, I'm gonna have to go heat up some coffee and come back. The other thing is, if anybody knows anything about like video editing and all sorts of shit, I'm gonna need to like a few pointers so that I can edit some of the stuff out of here, even though I could give two craps. I do these videos for whoever is missing. Like, that's first and foremost. Then laterally, the loved ones that are looking for said person. And I could give two shits when in real life. Do you ever do a reading for a lost one who took their life? Yeah, I do. But in this particular case, I'm trying to focus in here. Those things would be covered when I do live readings type thing, where I again, in the same framework, choose whom I'm drawn to, but the subject matter is slightly different. Yeah, Shark Mama, to me, concerning Harley Dilly case. I don't remember. Everybody says that. They're like, remember, you read for me last September? I'm like, I read for a lot of people. And the library and compendium of memories in this memory bank is ridiculous. But if you're not, like, if your life is being threatened, girl, what? I'll pull that sucker up in a hot second, you know? But beyond that, I don't pull back because I like to be in the moment. The future is fluid. And it only becomes more solid as it reaches that how do you say it, axis of the present. All right. But anyway, Becky Dawson, you do have my interest. What, Becky, Shark Mama, I not exactly, uh, Shark Mama? But what does it mean? What did you make of it about the Harley Dilly case? Oh yeah. I remember the case. And you know what's funny? I always get, for some reason, though, that one and Kyron Harmon always twist up in my head, and I still haven't, figured out the connection. But then I won't chase it. In other words, I don't chase anything. I wait till it comes to me. So, but that's one of those things that, stuck out in my mind. So I said, well, let me stick this in my back pocket just in case I need it. Anyway, yeah, Kyron Harmon. Yeah. So what does that mean, Becky? Becky, you know what? I can reply, Becky. I'll say sort of, because that's really the truth. I wanna know. Oh, look, I'm getting warm again, see? Keep it coming. And then, I don't know where Melissa Leah went. So, who's Laurie Davis? And why did I write that down? Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah. What's the time at right now? Do we know? Oh, 36:47. Right, come on. I'm going to be efficient with the sucker. What time? How did we get that? I'm getting warm. Kanika is another one I didn't look into, but I hear people talk about it, because I have a lot of reader friends and I belong in their groups, but I just avoid it. I'm not really there on that one just yet for some reason. I just heard don't believe the hype. Oh God, I gotta write this stuff down. See, this is why, and I love doing this one. Hold on. As in I was. Oh, thank you. I know. If you felt, it's like literally like ice cold. All right, hold on. Let me get my head on right here. So don't believe the hype. I'm literally hearing, come on, don't. Oh my God, Joann. And Flavor Flav in my head. So again, this is what I do all the time. In this case, I'm writing in a notebook, but generally it's whatever the hell I can find. I don't give a shit if it's the back of a friggin' an envelope of a bill that I just opened. And collect the things, and eventually, then I put them all in a pile, and then I get to the case, if that makes sense. But it happens all the time, and I'll be staring off into space, and I'll just start recording. Okay, let's see. I was on this Facebook page and she had a post saying Shark Mama. Yeah, I don't think so though. I feel like this is the thing with Harley Dilly. All right, are we talking about Harley Dilly? Because Kyron always comes in for some reason, so my head's spinning right now. Kyron's a little one. Harley's the one from across the street. Yeah. I distinctly remember that the overwhelming feeling was there was no direct hand, or whether by the parents or by their influence, that placed him across the street. However, all other factors that go into it, they are guilty of mental abuse. There's some abuse of other things too. I would say sedative type feeling of some kind. Maybe anxiety medicine, something like that. But they're guilty of all of that type thing. And why they're guilty of why he felt like he couldn't go home. And why he even would look for that place in the first place because it wasn't the first time. However, having a direct, hands-on or hands-on influence in that's no. Mm-mm. Okay. Keeping see every time now I'm shark mom. I'm like baby shark. All right. Okay. Yes. So I don't know why I confuse the two, and I'm not gonna know. I don't think until I actually take that piece of paper with the pink and the blue writing about Chiron and put my thoughts everywhere again on that. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I have time to do it again. Okay, Kanika. This is the thing with Kanika. There's a male involved, but I'm not thoroughly convinced that he's took her and put her in the freezer. But somehow, because of their interaction, that's where she ended up. Okay? And that's where I'm at with that situation just yet. She couldn't get out? Could she not get out of the freezer? Does anybody know this? Like, in other words, this is the feeling it gives me. You know how kids play hide and go seek and they end up somewhere they can't get out of? That's kind of what it feels like. Okay? If that makes sense. So, freak off, man. Freaking cold. Oh. Yeah, let me go heat up some coffee. We're at 42 minutes. Bump it all. It's not that bad. It's not like we're all going somewhere tonight, tomorrow, or the next day. I found toilet paper though. Bitches. Just saying. Wait, did I find? Wait, now did I get toilet paper? Yeah, I did. I found toilet paper. All right, Angela Mason. What are you referring to? Don't forget, you guys are on a feed, so it's like, I gotcha. My son's name is also Karen. That's what they say. She was the big exit. Did it? Okay, she should have been able to hit the padlock, hit this exit button, right? Didn't it stick? Get a blanket? Oh, that's a good idea. Didn't it stick? I feel like I'm just saying, and there's alcohol involved. I know that. Okay. It's weird because there's no signs of a struggle. I'm not picking up on signs of a struggle. Let me ask her. Something about going down to get. Going down to get something from the freezer. Okay, it didn't show it sticking, but it could have. I'm not saying it would show it sticking. What about the people that work there, that work with that on a daily basis? You get what I'm saying? Ask them. The freezer wasn't working. Okay. Well, Michelle, I know it's hard, but you're gonna have to. It's like hopping on the merry-go-round. You gotta wait until you see the opening, whoop, and get in. That's all I can tell you right now. Okay. Well, I don't know who. I see. I don't. and again, listen to what I'm saying to you. I feel like there's a male involved. And due to their interaction, she ended up in whatever area this was. I don't give a shit what they said or didn't say. They're not going to tell anybody anyway. It was plugged in though, right? Okay, so listen to what I'm saying and all these things that are coming out of my mouth, and consult those who have more factual knowledge, you know, people that work there, other things like that. Woo! Getting cold again. And marry those things up that I've said, because it's way easier, you guys who work with these things a lot, for me to just, and you guys take like, oh, look, we have all the material we need to build, blah, blah, and do it. Because I learned with the Gannon case too, I mean, it's not that I can't, because somehow I made my way through it and pinpointed a lot of places, including where they found him, but it was exhausting on a crazy level. So I think for me, the best thing is for me to give you your raw materials and to marry it up with your working knowledge, yours and others. This is what it feels like. It feels like when kids go and do hide and seek and they get stuck somewhere, all right? But with an element of deviousness to it, okay? Listen, with an element of deviousness to it, all right? Almost like, you know what, I hate to say it, but it reminds me of the stupid movie I was watching the other day, right? And it actually, I got sucked into it a little bit, and it's very hard to capture my attention, but the plot of it was kind of unique. Anyway, so it's basically this family that, you know, made a deal with what they called the devil. I don't know if they called it the devil, but in exchange for making a sacrifice on a certain date every year, they, you know, get supreme protection and oh, excuse me, guys, and boatloads of money. Okay, but they got to do it a certain way. Blah blah blah. Anyway, wait a minute. Where the hell was I going with this? Sucker. Okay, so basically they would it was a literal hide and seek game, but death resulted from it. Yeah, I'm telling you. See, I know what I'm talking about. And I'm not laughing at that. I'm laughing at, you know. That's 11:11. Make a wish, and this happens to me all the time. I caught it right before it changed just now. Yeah, and it has something to do with this case too. Anybody know where she was at 11:11? Okay, good night, Mimi. But that's what this is. Is there a D name or an R name? One of those males that were there? I'm telling you, it's some sick, twisted game of hide and seek type thing. That's right. I know what it is. That's why I'm trying to lay it down here without laying it out over here. All right, well, I don't know why 11:11 may be important, maybe not. Maybe there's some clue on the video that's not altered about what the heck was going on, because I'm pretty sure that they had those rooms prior. Woo! All right, you guys, I gotta heat this coffee up. All right. And then we can do some more things here. Just a couple though, because I'd go all night. Oh, it's 11:13. I feel like I'm like how do I say it? Like an efficient use of my time, because usually it'd be like 1 by now. At least that's what it feels like. Let me see. Do I have anything? All right. So, and there's a D name too. D or T, because D and T sound the same. All right. Is somebody's cousin connected or something too? Why is she talking about the cousin? And Carter. Tia, I have to, in order for a personal reading, you got to hit book now on my page. I can only take so many appointments. Oh, excuse me, you guys. Excuse me. And the requests are so big. I have so many requests that I have to, filter through it type thing. The other girl. All right. Why is she talking about the cousin? The cousin. And do you see my face when I said it? The cousin. So are you understanding what I'm trying to tell you? You always got to pay attention to my mannerisms and reactions. All right. Put this all together, you guys. And when we do this again, if you guys ever, we could make it like not a habit. That makes no sense, but you can take that time, put the stuff in your back pocket, allow the universe to put things together for you. Oh my God. Put these things together for you, and then we can fine tune even more. But I feel like there's a cousin that has something that somehow, as a result of something, the cousin has something to do with it. And it is what I'm thinking, and it's a female cousin. I know that. All right. Didn't somebody know somebody through somebody or something? You know what I mean? And remember, refer back to the beginning of the video when I told all you guys about that this is a public platform. And I'm sorry, but you got to understand, I'm freezing. So my body is trying to suck in more oxygen because it's cold, y'all. When you hit book now on my page, a list of services will pop up. Choose the service that you feel fits your needs. And that's how we do it. And it also has the appropriate fee listed for each service. Let's take a break, guys, because I need to smoke and heat my coffee up. And then we can do a couple more cases. If nobody pops up with personal stuff, missing persons, personal cases, then I will do public one. Yes, Melanie, yes. And I think that comes from outside source, a little bit of outside sources as well. So I'm going to go get rid of that. I'm going to go get rid of it. I'm going to inhale some cigarettes, a cigarette, and have coffee, and keep it straight up. And I might just shove a whole muffin in my mouth right now. Oh, God. All right. So you heard what I said, right? Because I'm trying to do scheduling type things. You know what I'm saying? The responsible thing, reasonable processes. So again, anybody has personal... Okay, Chanel Perez, that's a personal one. Do you have a photo of him? If you do, please message it to me. I don't know if you guys could... Oh, wait, can I post photos? I don't think so, can I? If you do, send me a photo. If not, it's not required. I can tune in as well other ways, but it's almost like once I open your eyes, hi, I can just... So let's take a break. I wish I had... I think I do. I gotta really sit down. I wish I could just pay. I can't. You know what? I can pay somebody to do all this, but it just never works out that way. I don't know if I can put it across the screen. No photos. Please, no photos. Come on, man. Please be good. Thank you. I don't want to push anything because I already got. All right. Let me see. I can write something on here. Polls, questions, video clipping, stream help. All right, I don't know. No, I don't know what the hell all that. It would be nice if like it fit in the window of this. Like, I don't want to discourage Facebook from, you know, trying out some new stuff and catching up with the rest of us, but Jesus Christ, make up your mind already. All right, I'll read that after. Cadera. Oh, wait. And I'm tired because I'm really good with pronunciation, but Cadera. Yeah, you can send me a photo of her. That will help. And then I think it was, see, let's see, I should write these things down. And no photos? Okay. And I'll do that one too. All right. And then if I have time, I'll do one of the public cases real quick, like I don't know which one, but freaking reason. All right. Because I plan on getting a little bit of sleep tonight. No, I plan on getting a lot of sleep tonight. We used to do tomorrow, and this house is like, whoa. Oh boy. Where is my goddamn thing? And why can't I see it? Hold on. I got that part. And we should have pause button for the live. Okay. Oh yes, I will eat scrambled eggs up right now. What? I think I took bacon out of the freezer. What else do I have in that department? Oh, there's a lot of choices up there. And I get my people delivery. Oh shit. Thursday. I hope I can edit it by tomorrow. Because I want to add like 2 weeks of stuff to it. Shit. All right, Antonio Perez Ramirez, that helps me. Yes, you can message me. All right. Who's Jennifer Dulos? All right, yeah, I could do the Jennifer Dulos. Wait, Jen Dulos. Do you guys, Donna, can you send me a photo of her without any media stuff on it? Even if it's a photo that the media use, I'm saying like with no like, oh, missing since blah, blah, blah. Jen Dulos. All right, and you said Antonio Perez. Antonio. I wish I didn't use a page for every single goddamn thing or wonder why I did it. It's like I group things together and I don't even know I'm doing it. And this is Ding Dong Avon. This is Chanel Perez with alcohol and All right, yeah. Hold on, you guys, because I want you to come and deliver these things. Okay, so we have Antonio. I said Kanika. I think that you asked if you could send me a photo of her and that, and then this and see where we're at. All right. Meet me back here in like we'll do 15 minutes, and then we'll end at midnight. I can bang all this out. If you guys have ever had a reading, you know that I can get a lot done in a small amount of time, but I've got to have some sense of direction, or at least induce a sense of direction in myself. All right. Died if I was yeah. I know. I'm telling you. Cat and mouse. Hide and seek. Okay? All because they thought it was funny. It's just not funny. And there's also a short, one of the dudes is short. He pulls up his pants all the time, like that. He's soft. Get at him. All right. 15 minutes. Oh, I don't want to feel cold like this. See you guys in 15. Just making me grit my teeth. right, guys. See, I can step away from the energy and devise a plan. I'm right. All right. Let me remove the outer clothing. So this is what we're going to do, guys. I'm going to look into those last few personal cases, tie up some loose ends, see what we can get done, you know. And again, I can't stress enough what I said in the beginning of the video, which is when is enough, okay? And then what we're going to do, my favorite peoples, is I'm going to end this live and start a new one, okay? And I'm going to cover the Bello case because it's kind of like, it's not exactly the same, but it's kind of like with Gannon's case. It almost feels like a certain direction needs to be gone in order to get to the other cases. And that one has been floating and floating and floating to the point where I even made the thumbnail for it today. So I want to get that done in a secular sense, not in an arena such as this. I can't understand. Okay, I don't know who you are. All right. So let me get to it. Oh yeah, it is, and you'll see why I didn't take my notes and post right away because I was like, you'll see. Anyway, so let's give me a second. It's like it's the heaviness of it. All right, give me a second. Because as soon as I went, and I like to go outside. It resets me. I can feel the difference. Oh, but guess what I did do? So I remembered that I got myself a chocolate bunny. And there's nothing like uplifting the spirit and adding a little warmth than chocolate. So excuse me while I unwrap this foil, and hopefully it's not too annoying. However, so I saw the picture of Kanika. Okay, give me a second. So basically, I feel like there's a short duty, soft. I keep focusing on that. That's the way in. And I hear repent. So something makes me think that somebody's going to end up in jail for something and do the whole like, I am now Muslim or something in that respect. And this is how it's going to come out. Okay. But I feel like I don't want to say the truth because do we ever actually factually know all of it? Right. In any case, but in this case, enough to I don't want to say feel satisfied. Friggin' adjectives and grief. But to put it to rest a bit. Okay. Hey, I just went and bought chocolate, like, you know what I mean? Chocolate cake mix. But I like the, like that, just that Duncan Hines, slap some chocolate frosting on there. You make me want to go make it right now. I need to plan better. You know, I need to have like a timer set on my phone, like ding, make cake type thing, fit everything in. Anyway, so that's where I'm at with the Kanika thing. And I think that's the direction that you guys need to go in order to facilitate justice on some level, okay? And I don't mean that by like, oh, okay, you know, if you go do this, you're going to be able to point fingers at whoever and it's just going to happen like that. No, but sometimes pushing certain buttons and creating awareness moves energy in the direction it needs to go. And I'm very good at doing that. So that's where we're at with that. So we are going to, Chanel, are you there? Oh, there you are. I swear to God. Some fresh brownies sound good. It was the very next thing. I said, Chanel, are you there? And I looked up and it's like, ding, Chanel. Some fresh brownies sound good. I have that in the camera too. And those don't take very long. All right, listen, I need to focus. Ooh, is it a solid one? Oh, sucky. Either that or it's because it was in the car. Wait. Oh, all right. No. Oh, yeah. All right. So, Chanel. Excuse me, guys. Oh, yeah. Just what the doctor ordered, bitches. I even have, you know what I have too? Those shimmery Cadbury eggs. But it doesn't hit me off like the regular ones. I'm just saying it doesn't crack on my teeth the same way. But they look kind of pretty. Just saying. So, Chanel, this is your husband's brother. Okay. Mm. Okay. Are you there, Chanel? It's me, your local psychic medium. I don't see it. Huh? And then this thing defaults way to the freaking top, like biggity bunk bunk. All right, come on. Let's roll with this because I'm just gonna barrel through it because I want to get that other video done and I think it's important so that I can move on to some of the other public cases as well. All right. So in the case of Antonio Perez Ramirez, what he just said to me was something about upstate New York with my mans and a J or a G name. Okay. J's and G's can sound the same, so I just group it together, kind of like D and T. All right. He said he got caught up. And I feel like he got caught up. Does anybody know if he was in jail or something like that? Okay. November of 2004. How long's he been gone? Sounds like an M name. M name. Lived there for a bit. Okay. I'm writing you guys as I'm. Okay. Chanel, you there? Not in the U.S. All right. I'm gonna read it exactly how it came through. Wait a minute. Okay. And you can translate this, all right? But don't forget they're gonna hit me off with my experiences. So something about upstate New York, all right, has to be connected because that was quite clear. Oh, okay. So he speaks a different language. So that could compensate for it too. So like I said, I'm just gonna give it to you the way it came through. I just saw 123.33, and you can marry up the info. So what he's saying is, got caught up. That makes me think jail, okay? Or being restricted in a big, big way. And talking about November, I think November of 2004. And connecting it some way to not being restricted anymore. Something about meeting up with some girl. She's got an M name. Lived there for a bit, and something to do with getting it. He could have come to the U.S., but no one has heard. Okay, I know. When was the last time they heard from him? And I'm going to keep going. So met this girl, M name. And it sounds ethnic, like a Manuela would be a Cape Verdean ethnic name. So it's not Manuela, but it's like something that sounds like that to me. Okay. There's a New York connection. You want to make a bet? Have you seen my live videos? And then he's talking about there's a drug connection, okay? And basically the way he's making me feel is that drug selling turned into drug doing, and something to do with doing runs and things. And wait, and that's where I got to, so let me find out. Yeah. No, it reminds me of an episode of The Sopranos. Like, they're not going to find him. Even August, July. It makes me feel like it's near water somewhere, all right? And mud or something, all right? Yeah, but it turned into other stuff, like it's all like drug selling, drug doing, drug runs, all right? And he said he fucked up, okay? It's his own fault. And that's kind of where he's leaving at. He's very matter of fact, and there's a little bit of an embarrassment behind it, it feels like, okay? Did he have a son? Hi, guys. It's going down with Lindt chocolate and Dunkin' Donuts K-Cups. And we might just get real crazy with it and look into the Bello case, because that's my plan. And I already have all that written down, and I've gone over it enough times in my head. But Chanel, did you hear everything I said? So, and again, there's a son? There's a son? So when, in the month of February is connected to him? Well, he's telling me he does. The kid was like, and again, me and numbers, sometimes it's the length of time doesn't match up exactly. In other words, like, excuse me, one time I said like 4 days, but it was 4 hours. But he's making me feel like he was 4. The kid's 4. Okay? He was 4. No, I feel like the kid was 4. Or maybe 4 months. He couldn't be 4 now. So you see, this is when my logical brain starts trying to make too much sense of it. And that's why I said I just have to give it to you, and you guys have working knowledge of this stuff. And again, I tell everyone, especially when I do readings, I'm like, listen, if you can't put it, place it right now, write it down, take it with you. It's not for me, it's for you. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and many returns around the sun. You see? And I tell them, don't chase it. The faster you chase it, the faster it runs. It's like when you were in kindergarten and the girls chase the boys, right? They chase the boys, chase the boys, chase the boys, and all of a sudden the boy stops. I'm sorry, all of a sudden the girl stops because she's sick and tired of chasing after the boy, right? So she stops, she kind of looks around, and she's like, oh shit, look, hopscotch. I think I'm gonna go play over here. All of a sudden the boy's like, huh, where the hell'd she go? I better go find her. Like, what's going down? Like, this is the divine chase. What's up with that? Do you see what I'm saying? So then what she's looking for just comes right to her. So use that same use that same guideline. The universe will conspire at all points to help you to put it together. All right. But when you chase it or you hyper focus, even if you focus on it, you're constricting the flow because you're not opened up to the you're not even open up to the possibilities that are out there. Never mind the probabilities. You haven't even you can't go from the probability to the possibility, if that makes sense. You're supposed to start with the possibilities and then narrow down the probabilities based on whatever given circumstance you have at that point in time. All right. And those points in time, those circumstances can change based on different points in time, even within the same framework or the same subject or the same relationship. All right. type thing, if that makes sense. Oh God, this is why I have so many notebooks. I'm like, oh my God, I really like this one. I thought I had another one after that. All right, so I don't. All right, so what? Same here, multi-type. Why is it weird? I like weird. Weird just means odd. It means something that stands out of the crowd. It's a black sheep, like bold statements. What ground do you stand on? On that note, I want to have some more of my chocolate bunny. And so, let's talk about what we're going to do now. I think I've covered. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me see. I thought I saw something in my inbox. Okay, I see that one. Let me think about this. Where did you go? I know there was somebody who sent. Oh, okay. These are public cases, but I thought I had one more. Okay, I'm not really drawn to that right now. So we got to go with where we can do the. Hold on. All right, so what I'm looking at is Danielle Goodwin sent me. Oh, this case. Oh, my head. Hold on. And just so you guys, because you guys can see me. Oh, right here hurts. And so she sent me this case, Brad Hale, Bellingham, Washington. Why do I feel like I read this, but I didn't? Because the one I'm thinking of is different, but this is like the same. I'm hearing suicidal tendencies. Can you guys see that photo? I don't even know. I know there's a way I can share a screen, but it's probably not really good. Hold on. Come on, will you flip? Sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. All right, I won't do that. Facebook, like, could you, like, do something? Anyway. All right. Can you guys see? Okay. So, I'm hearing suicidal tendencies. Hi, Danielle. I feel like he had mental issues, and I don't want to say like mental issues, but actual mental issues, like he bridged on schizophrenia a little bit, and his personality isn't like it's to hide it. All right. Oh, I just saw 133.33. It's to hide it, but I feel like he was fighting these things in his mind. I don't think he's still. I don't think he's a living. Okay. I can't get around the suicidal tendencies thing. I'm just going to put it up flat out. I feel like, oh God, I feel like he hung himself with his belt from a tree. Okay, and I see, and this is the part that bothers me, and I guess, oh Jesus, it is to put it out there that way, and please don't ever mistake it for a lack of care. It is not that. It's just that if I allow it to, like, here we go with my body temperature again. This is what happens. Hi. I'm hearing down by the river. Down by the river. Something about cottontails or something. Cottontails. He said he picked a peaceful, serene spot. And he's making me feel like he should have been found by now. So even though it's not like, you know, off the side of the road, or off the side of a main road type thing, but I feel like he's in the, I know this is odd, but I feel like whatever he's wearing is like blends in with the scenery. And he said he climbed up the tree. So it's not like the you know, right here type thing. And I keep hearing the month of May being connected, all right? May. And then I just heard August, but the May makes me think coming. August makes me think past, okay? I'm hearing a J name connected to him somewhere, you know. The J name. And I heard August again. I keep hearing August. So, you guys, it's happening this last, like, week of readings. I'm like, what the F, dude? August, up, down, and all around. And I keep saying, are you, like, priming me for somebody who's, like, just happens that all of their immediate family members are born in August so that I won't, like, like, what is going on type thing. Oh, God, here we go. All right. You're welcome. So I'm done with this portion of this. I want to do the Bello case tonight. I'm so tired. Ooh, it is kind of hollow. Well, you messaged me with picture? Why not? That doesn't make sense. Excuse me, guys. That doesn't make sense. What do I have on deck tomorrow? Ooh, sucker. I have big plans. Like, in the morning, I'm going to have energy. I'm like, we're busting a move on everything today. And then time carries on, and I realize I'm not going to start the shit until 10:30. Murder-suicide, Nay. Murder-suicide. I'm, like, hyper-focused on it. They said, I'm only telling you what you already know. In other words, the other part is because you don't want to feel guilty about what if it wasn't. You know what I mean? Because it would seem like you're placing the blame on the other party with no valid reason. Oh, God, I want to do this valid. It's so funky that I'm already getting dizzy just thinking about, like, oh, Murder-suicide. I'll tell you. I keep staring at the name Deborah. Deborah. Hi, Donna. Oh, yes, the chocolate's like, massaging my esophagus, like, what? Oh, okay, so this is what we're going to do. I got a plan. I know what my problem is because I'm thinking I got to instantly end this video, start a new live about the Bello case. I don't have to do that. I'm a big girl now. I can eat chocolate and drink coffee at midnight. And end this one and begin a new one after I decompress and warm up. I just got to get away from like a reset. And I am going to do it tonight because I just know it's like all the, like with the Gannon cases, it's like I have this weird driving force on whatever day I'm supposed to put it out, if that makes sense. And it's almost like they slingshot me because they know how I am. They're like, in other words, they're like, it's almost like how do you say it? Like dress rehearsal type thing. Like, come on, we're gonna do this today. You want to do it, don't you? You want to do it. Let's think about it. Oh, you want to start writing notes? You want to write notes on the case? Oh, you haven't. Oh, you're gonna start putting. You're gonna go over those notes and put them in some sort of dialect and order. But by the time I deal with Jane, baby, Jane, the baby, I'm like, I gotta go to bed. So it doesn't happen, if that makes sense. I feel like when I just waited in my mind that, the time is now, but not right this second after. The hanging issue is that draining feeling from doing this. So, yeah, I think somebody already asked me about that just now, and I answered in. Hold on, and I answered in the messages. Hold on. Was it you? Or figgity. No, that's not it. No. Okay. No. Where is it? I know I saw one. Yeah, because I said to you, I'm like, remember I said this, so where the frig is it? Unless you sent me something else. No, that's not it. No. I don't understand where it went. I freaking don't know. Oh, wait. All right, I see it. Okay. No. So somebody else sent it to me. I am right. Okay. Let me address by name. Sugar mom. And that didn't work. Okay. Desiree. Shit. Come on, man. Okay. Desiree Franco. Somebody else sent me. All right. What? See, you guys are going to understand that you would try to put most of what you write in a message or even reply to your own, because it's like he's a family member, I think, with Chance Engelbart. Like there's like, you know what I mean? A bunch of different there's a bunch of different input. So give me a second. What are you mean? Okay, Desiree. I was sent a photo, but it wasn't by you. But it is that same person. That's you too? No, it wasn't you. That is not you. Her name's Jessica. So she just happened to send it to me. Anyway, come on, I want to hurry up because this is what I do to myself, so I can talk myself into, no, I'm not doing anything. So Jennifer Kessie, this is what I picked up when Jessica sent it to me. I said, in case I don't get to it, remember I said this, because whenever the mood strikes me, I kind of write things like I said on the video. I heard a run-in with the law, and I think there's a police officer involved. It's a police officer involved, and he's a stalker. And I think he made a name for himself in some kind of way. I can't see previous messages, only like, all right, I don't exactly know. I'll have to look at it, but I'm starting to get cold in. But that's why there had been no leads. But, ooh, my ear is ringing. Like, listen, they asked for it. So, but I feel like he's fishy. My ears. And I keep hearing number 5 connected to that case. But it makes me think years. So I'd have to see. Let me write down. What did I see? And that's really, oh boy, here we go. 5 years. I heard Tombstone. grave, tombstone, stalker. Did she go to the gym? Anything to do with the gym? Is it like a Kruger's? What the fuck is it? A Publix? What are you talking? A fitness something? Yeah, and think about the validation in that Nate Biddle. She said, "Thank you. I'm the only one that believes it is what you said." Okay, and what did I say? I said, "I'm not telling you something you don't already know, or I'm telling you something you already know, or you already know." I forgot how I said it, but my point being is that that's a lot more validation instead of the opposite, which is, "Oh, everybody knows what happened. It's just blah 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 blah." See what I'm saying? The difference. Came home from vacation. What do you mean? I'm trying to tell you, these are the things I'm picking up. I said, did she go to the gym? Like in general. There's a gym and a Publix or a Kruger's, but I feel like Kruger's isn't, I don't know, but you know this mouth, man. So, uh, it's like a CVS or something. I'll leave it on Facebook, and then it takes forever to friggin' upload. It's like blah, blah, blah. Yeah, Desiree. So these are the key points. All right. I heard something about a tombstone. The very first thing I heard before, I said, I forgot how I said it. It's in the message. I'm getting cold. So something about, it's the way I said it. And that's why I try to write these things down, and I try not to pull back in my brain. But the basis of it is that there's a police officer involved. I feel like he's a stalker. Like his personality is like that. I feel like at this point in time that there's definitely officers that think he's fishy. Okay. She lived, I don't think so. She lived by a mall at Millennia. Okay, listen. So what? 2 hours late. She's pointing out. I'm hearing something about a tombstone. I don't know if that's an actual tombstone or there's some place called Tombstone Pizza or something, or a restaurant. I don't know, but that's what she's talking about. Then she talked about there's a shallow grave that's separate. And she's also talking about his stalker, something about going to the gym, being at the gym, something about the gym, something about a grocery store. It's like Publix or Kruger's or something like that. Is there a Hiawatha Lane? Something like Hiawatha, something Boulevard, something like that. Oh, you guys. Woo! Oh, I forgot how. You need a little bit of heat. Just stick your hands on your buns. Warm them right up. Anyway, that feels so much better. So, there's some knowledge about the area that he left her that is afforded to him because of his career. So, like, if he knew that some place was inaccessible, or if he knew that it was strictly private property for the public, something like that. You get what I mean? Like he knew that nobody's gonna go there. Okay. No. Okay, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about her. That just so happens to be a connect because of the shallow grave, but it's not because of that. No. See how I'm like, I feel like I'm in an energetic straitjacket. Like, you ain't telling me nothing. All right. And I have to employ that attitude because if y'all didn't catch it, apparently in that first Gannon video, I'm talking about Florida and swampland, and Texas and Florida. And it's like those swamp tours. And then everybody's like, and I got disoriented. And I'm like, what? I'm like, this is where? And they kept saying Colorado. So I don't want to say they made me feel, no. I allowed myself to be, to have that influence. So, and it actually helped in the long run now that I think about it, because if you think about it, that very first pinpointing of area, what that video was done 2/4 at 11 a.m. That's literally when they were looking for her. You see what I'm saying? So then that's the basis. Okay, where is he? Well, and now how did he get here? And then the story kind of followed through. What the hell is that? Hold on. I don't even know where I was going with that. And that happens sometimes. I know. So, oh, I know where I was going with that. So my point is that would just reinforce, especially with that crazy ass case. I was like, oh hell no, oh no, 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 I'm not going through that shit again. When I know what I know, I know what I know, and I'm not going to let anything else infiltrate. And not because just because to keep the sanctity of whatever's coming out at that point in time. All right. Yeah. Look like male. Yeah, I suppose when you know what to say and what not to say in order to induce a certain reaction or outcome, that probably helps. And when you know, I don't know, you have inside knowledge based on your position, I suppose it creates a conducive environment for getting away with bullshit. And it's way worse than bullshit, but you get what I'm saying. All right, guys, so this is what we're going to do here. Hi. So I'm going to end for now with the notion and the intention that I will be back very shortly without announcing it. So catch me on here. And what I'm covering specifically so that I can move on energetically with the public cases and try to get a good rhythm of it going. See how many cases we can help out. Is I'm going to do, even though this case, you know, just when you hit the dregs of the true crime, psychic mediumship, fuckfest with Letitia Stock. Here comes fucking Laurie Bello. Sorry, not sorry. And I have a severe disdain for Letitia Stock. This is a different type of feeling. Okay. Yes, I will look at it, Desiree. Abso-flippin-lutely. Load that baby up. Oh, that would help. I can already see it, actually. T, Angela, is what I just heard. And the actual letter T. Sometimes I can hear a name. Well, I hear names a lot, but you'll hear me say D and T sound the same. But I heard letter, like when you said what it, yeah, T. Thank you. All right, I'm ending so that I can go get refuel on some yum pizza. I forgot about that, you guys. I ordered pizza, so when I went upstairs, I was like, oh, ready and willing. All right, so again, the Bello case, and then I'm going to try to get my thoughts together over. I don't know. I have plenty of plans, and we get through it, right? I just saw 5353. So do you believe in manifesting? Kelby. So do you believe manifesting any such scenario by either talking about it repetitively or just beginning or bringing it up out of the blue? You need to clarify what you're trying to ask. Well, I heard T. Oh, my head again. Top left. All right, Kelby. If you want to clarify real quick, you know, I can get you an answer, but Are you asking me if I believe in manifesting scenarios or manifesting outcomes? Is that what you're asking me? And you ask then trying to quantify it by what are you talking about? All right, what the fluff is going on? Who doesn't care about what? Oh, good God. Sorry, yes. Okay. Do I speaking about it repetitively? It depends on what it depends on if it likes to be called. It depends. It's case by case basis. You see what I'm saying? I would say it's more knowing how much of whatever ingredient to add in order to induce a certain effect. And that is that can be tricky, I'll say. Okay, I don't know, you've got to understand, like, see, this is the thing. You say this is, and I almost want to get pissed off, but you're coming from a place of hurt. But do not try to manipulate me by trying to induce the idea or the feeling that I don't care because I didn't see something. Well, I understand, I didn't see it. But see, that's not the way to go about it. Okay? It's not the way to go about it at all. My brother was murdered in 2012. I watched my mother suffer for a long time. So I have, firsthand knowledge of it. And you trying to induce it by making me feel guilty is not the way to go. However, usually I have an extreme aversion to manipulation, especially through emotional tactics. You're doing it out of grief, but I want you to think about what I said. Okay. Listen, manifesting one's thoughts into happening. Yeah. Listen, the dross material of something, right? Like the negative that the positive develops from. Speaking of photos, it's that sea of potential. You've got to put the work in. You've got to marry it up somehow and connect those two. How do I understand? Those two planes, okay, in order to create an axis. Does that make sense? It's not so easy about, if I sit here and repeat things over and over and over and over and over again, yeah, it does have some sort of effect, kind of like when you buy a new car and you're like, oh my God, I didn't realize how many 2008, magnetic ray Camrys there were around here. Yeah, because now you've shifted your thought process and your perception. So it's more than that. And I'm not, in other words, sometimes that's the long way. And I'm not saying it doesn't work. If it works for you, it works for me, but that's how I see it. All right. No, we're not doing personal readings today on this venue. No, and I have to be like this. No, and I didn't think you meant that in that type of way. But I have to have a boundary because it's too big. There's too many people on the page now. Now they got the YouTube thing going on. I have babies, like lots of them. You see what I'm saying? I have a stepson. Like, I've got to maintain balance somehow, and that means I have to draw boundaries. Okay, energetically and otherwise, and I'm going to do that. Period. End of story. You know why? Because the very first thing that affects beyond me is my children, and that is not going to happen in any venue because how is that? Respectfully honoring another mother-child relationship if I do that. Like, no, that's not the point, you see? Anywho. And there's no harm done. Just saying that that's where it's coming from, and that's not right to do. Because basically it's just, what happens is grief causes us to have these big, huge, what feels like holes. empty spaces that we don't even know what is going on anymore. You see what I'm saying? And then when there is stuff that fills us, it's not even it's broken. It's not matching up. Things don't fit right. Okay. So what the psyche does and the energetic bodies, they're starving. So what do? They're gonna go take from other people because they haven't learned how to fish for themselves. You know, Bible stuff. The Bible, something I commented on Light Work Alive feeds today that had to do with that. So, all right, that's not right. And so I'm not gonna be an enabler and allow you to do the wrong thing for the wrong reasons. Okay, or I'm sorry. Yeah, it is. It's the wrong thing for the wrong reason. You know, then you just basically, you know, like my brother's murder or somebody else's kid's murder is basically allowing whoever was responsible for that death to keep capitalizing on the life that they took through others. Yeah, all right. Good luck with that. Not going to happen today. You see what I'm saying? And that's for my good, your good, all good, and most importantly, the future of our children's well-being. Okay? And it also creates a big, nasty, like energetic, emotional shit tornado for yourself. That's what it does. Because the psyche knows that it's doing things out of manipulation or out of desperation. Okay, so it's constantly trying to find ways to bring that thing back into balance. And this is all you do: spin, spin, spin. You know, and grief tricks you into thinking that you absolutely have to live like that. No, it's still going to suck. It's going to suck. It's going to suck every day, just about of your life in some way. It'll suck, but you'll manage the suckiness. You know, you'll learn to manage the suckiness better, whatever that means. Okay. But anything that's not fostering or working towards that goal of being able to manage it better is not in your best interest. Okay. And that's all I'm going to say, because I can keep talking. It's like 12:25. It's like, they're so funny. They're like, you know how you are. You'll chalk your way into 1 o'clock and be like, well, it doesn't make sense to do the video now. I just saw 2, 2, and 2, 2, 2. I'm sorry, 2, 2, 2, 2. All right, guys, I'm ending this. And I think I am not going to even edit it before I upload it on YouTube. So for my YouTube viewers, if you got this far, sorry. You know, and one day I'm going to get good and edit everything and do a date stamp for validation. I'm going to get there, guys. I'm going to get there. Well, I'm just trying to, how do you say it? Get your groove thing. Trying to get with it, kind of, you know what I mean? And develop a routine, not a routine, but, you know, a rubric for doing this type of thing, because I really love doing it type thing. So, no, my anxiety builds from the energy on the feed. So don't forget that it's like swing through a sea of different animals and trying to make sure that you don't step on any feet, toes, you know what I mean? That you respect areas and boundaries. So for free spirit, that's how it feels. So I'm constantly like trying to maintain balance for myself. You get it? And that's why I frequently take breaks. And it takes me a while sometimes to start, because I already know what's going down. And everybody's like, oh my God, you gotta ground yourself better. You gotta do this and that. I'm like, I don't think you guys get it. Anyway. All right, guys. I'll be back very shortly. I have to do the freaking Valentine. It's only because my viewpoint's totally different than what everybody else sees. So there's that part of me that's like, what if you're wrong? They're like, it's a very small part, so I got to get over that hump. All right, guys. I'll see you in a minute. How do I end this? Bye.